Welcome to Sarcasm and Serotonin. Good evening, and we are here to riz you with the tissue.
Oh, welcome back.
A riz with the tism.
You got a touch of the tisms?
Probably. If we're doing this shit, I know we got the tism.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, we back again.
I know. Guess who's back? Shady's back again.
Hey, man, you got the backwards hat on and the shades today with the tropic shirt.
I know. I'm getting all kinds of crazy. I'm going to try to get my leg up here.
Well, it felt so nice out tonight.
I know, until it started pouring ass rain again.
Yeah, it's still warm. I'll take it, though. I'll take it over that cold shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of miss it already.
The cold weather?
Yes.
It's not for me.
Yes.
Excuse me.
I can't deal with a lot of that. I don't know. I just hate sweating.
I don't mind.
I don't like being sweaty. But, yeah, so we were, in the last episode, of course, was our 10th episode. We celebrated with a shot of kerosene.
Yeah, whenever.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate y'all coming out, but I'm not making that deal anymore. That was no good.
Yeah, I'm
The instant burning for 20 minutes.
yeah, the whole episode.
Oh.
But so yeah, we took a shot. But as we're moving forward, I wanted to tell everybody now we have our merch out, so you can see the model. Brent has one of the hats on. I had it on as turn on backwards because I'm trying to be cool.
Keyword.
Trying. I'm a trier, grower, and other shower.
Hey, listen, I get it.
He's also got one of the T-shirts on. I got one of the T-shirts on under this as well. But you can go to our Shopify shop. Is Sarcasm and Serotonin. It's the AND, not the little ampersand thing.
Right.
Sarcasm and Serotonin.myshopify.com and buy you some gear and swag. Appreciate all of that. As well as find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Facebook at Sarcasm and Serotonin. And the podcasts, you can watch it on Spotify and YouTube or listen to it on any other one. So I always recommend watching it, man.
Oh, God. I don't know if I'll recommend that. We're pretty hard on the eyesight.
I know. But it is what it is. You know, we can't all be as pretty as me.
You're right. You're right. God blessed you with a lot of things.
A lot of things. Beauty was not one of them. The other side to that is you can see the studio is looking better and better as we keep going along.
Look at all these upgrades coming in here,
I know
man.
it's coming in, man. But so I got a couple of headlines this week. Couple holds wedding in, you wanted to say when, in a Kentucky gas station's disco bathroom.
What?
Here's the problem. It's an Ohio couple.
Oh, that's normal.
What the fuck are y'all doing up
That's
there?
normal. You can't say y'all. Been gone for 12. I don't even know how long. Long time. Well over a decade. Cincinnati. That's why.
Cincinnati.
Home of Skyline Chili, which I think we've talked about before.
Yes. So this couple held their wedding in an unusual venue, a Kentucky gas station, viral disco bathroom. Number one, I have never been in a gas station. Their bathroom was worth me doing more than pee in.
You lie. Oh, you must never have been to Bucci's.
I have not been to Bucci's. Boosie's.
Boosie's. I would live in that motherfucker, man.
No.
Yes, sir.
No.
It's got more granite and marble in that thing than I'll ever own in a home.
I don't know. They say, what is it? Pilot gas stations are the worst.
Oh, I can see that. That's all them truck stop,
Oh,
though.
God. You just, them truckers say that. And I love the truckers, man. They keep us going. But, God, they eat all that bad food, and then you know their dukes are just horrendous.
Just getting it. Yeah,
I,
no. Bucky's bathrooms are impressive.
are they?
Listen, comment if you know what I'm talking about. If you've been there, 'cause I'm telling
I
you.
don't want to see a selfie from the Bucky's bathroom, dude.
Why? It's proof.
No,
Oh, okay.
not from the bathroom. I do have I got a story about a bathroom incident.
There's guys that we know that take day trips to go to that gas station.
Well, that's on them.
I mean,
I'm
I would never do
I'm
that.
not going to talk smack about them.
Huh?
I'm not going to talk smack about them.
No. I'm just saying, like, that tells you how much there is to do around there.
Yeah. So we were in a town not far from here one time, and I'm not even going to say the town because I'm probably still on like the list.
You're on a lot of those.
And we had went and ate dinner at a nice restaurant, and we're coming out of town, and the Bee Gees hit me.
Oh God!
And we were 45 minutes away from home, so this isn't like I can make it.
I'll be just fine.
No. No. Brown dog headlock and losing the battle.
Oh yeah.
Like sphincter tone is fading.
Gotcha.
So we pull into this Pilot gas station, and I can't that. I knew once I stood up, I had 15 seconds.
Like a bomb. It was just. It was
gone.
going.
15 seconds was max. I run in there, and there's this little old lady taking her time going in the door, and I damn near pushed her down going in there.
Hell yeah.
I'm talking about Amanda is like texting me. I can't look at my phone. I go in there, and this bathroom looks like
A Jason movie.
it looks like a porta john and a.
You didn't even have time to put the toilet paper ring down, did you?
I had to try to hover, but
Oh, you were shooting blind?
so blind. So I'm talking about there was shit already everywhere. So I made things a lot worse, but not like it was already bad. Like it was already horrible. And as soon as the cool air touched my loins, everything released. Oh. And I upper decked the fuck out that toilet.
Oh my God.
I cleaned up. I run out the store. I was like, we got to go. I get in the truck and haul ass.
If they find out who that was, I'm going to prison.
If I apologize to the owners of that store because if it was me, I'd have quit that night. It was horrible.
I have like a little weird thing. I can't do it. I can't do it at like a truck stops.
This was going to happen.
Yeah.
This was like childbirth.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Childbirth.
Yeah, it was absolutely going to happen. But they say, I've heard Boosie's is awesome. Like like you can eat off the floor. You. They can go fuck themselves. I'm not going.
It was so busy. I would have rather just stayed in the bathroom and hung out. Like, what's up? Like people come in, like, how you doing, bud?
That'd been kind of weird. Like in the '90s, they had the guys that would hang out at the interstate rest areas and tap their feet.
What?
Yeah, like George Michael got caught like that.
What?
Yeah, he got caught like tapping his feet, and that was an indicator that
I'm open.
Yeah.
Listen,
nothing wrong with that, but
2024, bud.
Yeah. But not in a porta john. You know what I mean?
Not in a porta john, but definitely in the Boosies.
Not definitely in a Boosie.
That's high end shit.
You heard it here. Spearman is up for gay sex in a Boosies. Only in a Boosies.
Oh God!
Oh God! You're so gross.
I'm getting canceled off this.
No, I'm not gonna kick you off.
Oh Lord!
Let's see what else we got here going on.
Blank screens.
Yeah, blank screens. We got this one here. This one's also from the great state of Ohio.
Man, what's wrong with those people?
I don't know. The screen's blank as hell, though, ain't it?
I can't see shit.
It is redirecting.
That means we lost it again.
That's a possibility. I'm literally running off my phone right now. So, kiss my ass. Oh Lord. Lord help me. What are we doing? What are we doing? iPhone says, you're not going to this news site. Yeah, that's fine.
That's called a porn virus.
No, it's not. Let's see what else we got kicking over here. Let's see. So we can't forget about Florida, right?
No.
No. Florida has always got some cool shit going on with them down there. Okay.
It's its own
Fuck
country.
this whole thing with internet and
We ain't got nothing to do with it.
no.
Oh,
And
no.
I've got like the best internet in the world, and it's being a bitch right now.
You have Palmetto?
Yeah.
Dang.
And like nothing's coming up right now. Nothing.
That's not good.
Yeah.
God, I thought we sucked before. Can you imagine not having internet for these people?
I know.
God. Please stand by.
Please, please, please get on these nuts and hum. So anyway, there was a couple of escape police horses running down the interstate in Ohio. Just random.
Police horses.
Yeah.
Not a threat.
Not really a threat. It was in Scranton. Or Canton?
Canton.
Canton.
That makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah. I lived right outside of Canton.
That makes even more sense.
Yeah. Just in school, though.
Sure.
Yeah, my town was way worse than Canton.
That's what they all say.
There was a lot to do in a 400-person farming town.
I mean, like, that's kind of what I've got going on here, you know.
I'll be honest, man. I miss it. The hustle bus shit, I can't. It's not for me. Those are those things, though, that are ingrained into you when you were a kid that really never go away. Like, I'm just not made for the big population.
I got
people,
you.
Or people.
No, I got you. I'm not either. I cannot deal with going to big cities very much anymore. It really kind of bothers the living hell out of me.
I had to go up to Raleigh, North Carolina a couple weeks ago, man, and it was for the cheer competition that we talked about.
Oh,
I fit in really well there, as you can tell.
Yeah,
I
I
look
know
like
you-
it. I look like your typical cheer dad.
you kind of do.
It's just people, man. It's just people. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it?
traffic, people. I don't know if you've ever spent time in Raleigh, but even downtown Charleston for me,
Yeah.
that's like almost instant anxiety, and I don't even have anxiety.
Wow.
I don't like it because
No,
it's
well,
all
downtown Charleston is so different simply because there's just it's cramped.
you're funneled in by one road,
Yes.
and then they're like, "Here, try to find parking, assholes."
We are peckerheads. No, it's terrible. So, no, Charleston is one of the worst places in the world for parking and all this other crap going on. Oh, we're back up and going. I'm the man. I'm the man. You can tell.
Oh, we got
everybody.
yellow. We got yellow.
I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the man.
What'd you do?
I just restarted.
You set it to airplane mode first?
No. I turned it off and on for 10 seconds. So in Cleveland.
That's Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay.
That's even
What
worse.
the fuck is the difference? Cranton,
No, it's
Cleveland.
still
It's all Ohio.
It's still the armpit of Ohio.
So in Cleveland, Ohio Department of Transportation showed the animals trotting on the side of the road near the unit stables 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Another video showed them heading westbound in the eastbound interstate, so they were even drunk. So, yeah, I don't even get police horses being...
Well, first off, we can't be too hard on these people. The
Yes.
reason being,
Shut up.
the only thing worse would be like, 15, 20 cows.
Dick.
That you can't get a hold
It was in the AP. I'm just saying that thing was in the AP with the 1,000 cows or whatever.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, we made it.
Well, we shut the interstate down for like 10 hours.
What is it every 5 minutes that 95 shut down?
It's millions.
That's what I thought. It was like millions of dollars,
Millions.
right? In transport.
Millions.
God, a bunch of getting heifers.
The funniest thing I like, police officers on horses are called mounted officers.
Yeah.
I found that.
I always remember like the Mount Me hat from what's that movie? Super Troopers.
Super Troopers.
That's a nice Mount Me hat.
I know.
You don't remember it?
I do remember it.
Oh.
Yes, I do remember the Mount Me hat. I don't care about the Mount Me hat, but I do remember.
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna go over here in the corner and just fuck myself. And then... Jesus.
Oh my God! Look at here.
Why am I even here?
The Mount Me hat. This was actually really awesome. This guy here, he gets an award for doctors remove 150 live bugs from Florida man's nose.
No.
Can't be outdone, man. Florida man. Dozens and dozens of larvae were reportedly feeding on the man's nose and sinus cavity. Some as the end of a big as the end of a pinky. Is pinky like word? Is that like a secret word for penis?
No, I'm pretty sure that's the finger, Joey. I mean, yours might look like
in the
a
pinky.
If we're going off appearances.
Mine's crooked.
Is it? You got Peyronie's? You got Peyronie's disease? Look like a carrot?
No, you dick.
Look like a baby
See?
carrot.
Look, that happened from like baseball. That one there, that's as far as that one bends.
That's kind of, this is when my son broke this thing twice back to back.
Yeah, I call it the lady killer.
Oh.
My wife's gonna fucking kill me.
I would I'll tell you how Jackson broke
Sorry,
my
that was
finger,
loud.
but it's gonna sound bad. So, stick fighting, like with actual sticks, like
Swords, like you were.
Yeah, like we were playing, like pirate, like
Oh, y'all were playing pirates.
Yeah,
okay.
and this, I'm all like, haha, this bitch baseball swings me and catches that finger right between the stick and there, and then next thing I look up and it's like twisted around. And I'm like, you son of a bitch.
That hurts.
Oh my God.
You hurt Daddy. So yeah, I don't know. He started noticing his face felt like it was moving. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
150 larvae.
Yeah. That's gross as shit. That's Florida man for you. I bet he's the guy that takes care of
This dude had to be homeless, man, or something where he's disabled to where he can't physically reach up there. Because I'm telling you right now, if I get a rogue hair, I'm like,
My face swelled and my lips swelled, and I couldn't hardly talk. With no shit, you had larvae up in there.
how old was this guy?
I'm trying to find out. I don't read this shit. You know that.
So this is maggots.
Bad hygiene habits
Is that what he said?
when handling a dead fish. That's so fucking gross. Hey, so gross.
Oh, God.
I didn't wash my hands after I put this fish. Put my finger in the fish's butt. Not to be outdone, though. Texas man accused of putting antiques up his kilt-covered butt.
Hey, we don't know his story.
I think we know his story. This right here. I'm gonna tell you, he was a 60-something-year-old man. I think a kilt-wearing man. So he's taking all of us Scottish people down with him.
Okay.
This motherfucker. In Springs, Texas, was arrested last week for a crime that can be truly described as asinine. Yeah. Taking items for sale in an antique store and placing them in his anus. So like he penetrated. Like between the butt cheeks is one thing. Up the chute, that's a completely different thing.
I mean, I don't feel like this is too out of the norm anymore.
Then he allegedly put the tainted on his back on the shelves, presumably so unsuspecting shoppers would purchase them.
Oh, no, now we crossed the line.
Yeah, he was arrested on February 15th and did this on like February 10th when he was observed allegedly placing the items in his rectum. So he was penetrating himself with these.
This is some weird sexual fetish.
No, a 60-year-old man, maybe he had like dementia or something like that.
No.
I bet he was just an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably from Ohio.
This this guy's totally going to buy that thing. The
Yeah.
toothbrush I just had in my ass.
It had to be
$100 bond?
Yeah, but it was only $200 worth of stuff. I mean, like,
It had to be toothbrushes.
What was
$200.
right here. 60-year-old man, a makeup brush,
I knew a brush.
an antique bottle opener, and a tobacco tint can. Aren't those things like round? Like
A tint can?
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up.
It's expensive, obviously, though.
Yeah.
$200 for those 3 things.
Yeah,
Poor guy.
I know, right? I'm telling you, he had something like Tourette's or some kind of shit. Let's see what a tobacco tint can looks like.
I can't think of I don't know.
Oh, this is large.
Oh. Good for him.
I bet he can fit like 4.
He is well versed.
He can put like 4 raccoons in his ass.
Yeah. That's
That's some Prince Albert up there.
literally.
Yeah.
God knows.
Yeah. Maybe it was the small, like single serving or something. I don't know.
Hope maybe he was just like rubbing this on his butt.
They were pretty adamant about being in the rectum. I would be more impressed if he did the one that looked like that right there.
Like a spam can?
Yeah, I'd actually watch that.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
No, I wouldn't watch that.
Off the record.
Off the record. You know what has been pissing me off lately? I saw this. Somebody did it the other day, and I couldn't help but it almost spilled out of my mouth the disgust I had for this.
Ooh.
People that put ketchup on everything.
I'm gonna stay silent. Go ahead.
I'm talking about like at breakfast. They were putting ketchup on eggs. Bacon,
No.
which needs nothing.
No.
But
I don't put them on eggs either.
rice.
Nope.
I know a motherfucker that will put ketchup on butter beans.
What?
Yeah. And if you put ketchup on a steak, I think you should automatically go to the front line of the who's in my mouth game in hell.
What about A1?
If it's a shitty steak.
Okay. Yeah.
If it's a really good steak, it needs nothing
What
else.
if I just like A1?
Put it on some fucking bread.
It's not called A1 bread sauce, Joey.
It was also made at the same time of the Civil War.
It was.
Oh, we need a delicious fucking steak sauce.
To cover up the maggots in the fucking pork.
Yeah. They were probably eating the long pork, if you know what I mean.
Oh, can you imagine just knowing that you're eating maggot-covered pork just for extra protein?
But why would they put it on pork? It's steak sauce, Brent.
I know. I don't know. That's all they had, pork belly.
Well, what happened to the rest of the hog? They just
General's got that shit.
No.
You get the innards in the pork belly.
Best steak sauce is Texas Roadhouse, though.
I've never had it.
Oh, you suck.
It's
because
pretty good.
It's delicious.
Damn.
But again, Texas Roadhouse actually has a pretty damn good steak for a chain restaurant steak.
Yeah.
Like a really good one for a chain restaurant steak. And it, to me, maybe unpopular opinion, I don't really give a shit, is better than these broiled steaks you get at these $80 and $100 steaks you get at these high-end restaurants.
Like the halls and all that?
Yeah, or Roost Chris. And
I've
all.
never been there either. I've never been to any
I've
of
been
that shit.
to all of them because I'm bougie like that.
Yeah?
And the steaks are not that great. The sides are delicious, but the steaks to me are just kind of ho-hum because they're like just super broiled and they got a little crust on them.
You must have a deeper pocket. I go to, have you ever had a steak from Walmart?
From Walmart.
It's
the
the
same.
fancy for Walmart.
Yeah.
That's where my
I get
shit
mine
comes
from
from.
the IGA.
Oh, that's good cuts.
Yeah,
I don't
that's-
mind those.
yeah.
I've had those. So
The IGA is where I get most of my steaks from. But like Texas Roadhouse, they're as close to like a perfect steak as you gonna buy out in a restaurant. It's really good. I've never had a bad one there. whatsoever. And their rolls are kick ass.
What is that, like a 2-hour drive for you?
Hour and 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
30 minutes.
Where at?
North Charleston.
Oh, okay.
That's the closest one.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't go there that often because I can go to the high GA right up here in town.
That's right.
Get them to cut me an inch, and I had some 1.5 inch ribeyes cut the other day.
Oh.
And do them on my Weber potbelly out there.
You're still probably looking at $60.
I don't give a shit. That's $60 for like 4 steaks, too.
Yeah, that's true.
And they are magnificent. But yeah, a good steak needs nothing but salt and pepper, and very little of that.
I agree. 5 minutes on each side.
Yeah, just enough to make it warm.
Mm-hmm.
I like to build a little bit of crust. I'll put like a whole bag of charcoal because I want the crust on the outside.
Yeah.
But I want it just like in the dead center, just barely warm enough to call it.
That's right.
And yeah, because if you eat a well done steak, you also should go to the front of the line or who's getting the largest pineapple shoved in their ass.
Speaking of,
Yes,
at least it's not upside down.
correct.
I don't know how I didn't see that last week.
It was. Yeah, I know it wasn't here last time.
It wasn't? Okay. Shit always changes, and then I don't look behind me. And I'm like,
I know. That's funny you tell me that.
what the fuck? Why? Is that your thing?
No.
You just change it up?
No, I can actually put pictures behind you that you never see too.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
good. The
Yeah.
big old wiener right back here, like
Yeah.
pointing into my
Yeah,
ear.
Yeah. Yeah, I can change your shirt too.
Great.
No. But yeah, so we'll do that. Every now and again we'll go out and get a steak. But yeah, like those fancy steakhouses and all that stuff you're paying, you go there for like a dinner for two is gonna be like $250 or something like that.
For real?
Yeah, son.
I don't like anybody enough to take them for the dinner like that.
Mm-mm. I've done it a few times, like for anniversaries and stuff like that.
You got one of those?
What?
You got anniversary?
Yeah, I still do. Yes.
I'm just playing.
But birthdays or something like that. And it's, like I said, it's good. It's kind of the pomp and circumstance of it.
Yeah.
But as far as the steak goes, it's, yeah.
Yeah. I've heard mixed reviews on them. I've heard that you can make your own at home better.
100%.
And then you got some of the young guys that are like, best steak I've ever had. I'm like, you're 12. So
Yeah, you're just shut your mouth.
you don't know, or you've never cooked your own steak before, obviously.
Just shut up, Junior.
Best steak I ever.
Probably-
Best steak mom's ever made me.
She made it in the skillet on the stove. It was so tender. I had to, the knife cut it like butter. Whatever.
Meanwhile, he's over there saw blading it like,
Yeah.
this thing's great.
It is so done that you're chewing it 2 weeks later. It never passes through your body.
Right.
It just stays there for the rest of your life.
I will tell you, in Germany, I had a filet mignon that was only probably that big. And I could take the 2 forks and literally peel it across. And it was right outside of Hamburg, Germany.
Hamburg. I like the way you say that. It's Hamburg.
It is to us, but if you say that
Hamburg,
over there,
yeah.
oh boy, they're like, you fucking American.
Well, you
Also, one of the worst ass whippings I've ever taken.
are. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but we kind of whipped their ass in World War II, so fuck off.
And it wasn't even German civilians. It was their immigrants. They got me at outside of an amusement park. But it was bad. It was bad. But yeah, if you would ever say ham or like pronounce the A with an A,
Yeah.
Hamburg.
Hamburger.
Yep.
Hamburger.
That's also where I found out they put fish on all their pizzas.
That's kind of gross.
In their red sauce, it's mixed.
Sardines.
It's like paste.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I didn't know.
I think like people, Italians do that sometimes too.
Do they?
Yeah.
I couldn't. I didn't know. I bit into that thing. I was like, oh no.
Oh, no, like you could like taste it like it was
Oh,
prevalent.
instantly.
No, I think like the Italians, they use like little sardines. They just kind of melt away and they just add salinity to it. I don't know. I'm back to
Yeah, this
using
was
big
actual
words again.
chunks. Yeah, I don't even know what you said. I just pretended like I did.
It-
I was like,
ta-
yeah, that
tastes
sounds
like
good.
salt. Tastes like salt. I don't know. I've never been to a foreign. I've been to Mexico.
Oh, that counts. Listen, I loved Germany. I loved everything about Germany. I have a very close friend. His name is Roman. He was a exchange student over here in the early 2000s. His daddy was actually worked with me before he died unexpectedly, young age. But that was his exchange family. I got the chance to go over there and stay for a while. You talk about easy life.
Yeah.
A really, really wholesome culture. Like, well, it's mind blowing. Get up every morning, go down and get fresh bread and breakfast supplies from the bakery or the deli right there. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good place to be.
You're making me want to move to Germany.
I'm telling you, man. It's their population is extremely friendly.
Yeah.
But they are dealing with the forced immigration as well.
Oh.
And that is who they have run-ins with. I guess, as we talked about before, it would be like the violent Salvadorians, I guess you call. But theirs is like Egypt and others over there.
Really?
Yeah. So it's but overall, I'm pretty sure I would hightail.
Yeah.
Probably move if I had the chance to. Yeah.
I always wondered what country I would move to if I ever decided to like leave the United States. Like, where would I like to go and just like spend the rest of my life or whatever? And I looked at Scotland being from where I'm from, and then I was like, oh, that's fucking cold and rainy. That sounds miserable. Germany.
My sister just went there.
Yeah, it's cold and rainy.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's beautiful.
Great countryside, apparently.
But the weather is some to be desired.
Yeah.
I thought about Australia, but everything kills you there.
Yeah, they got like spiders the size of this desk.
Yeah, and
I don't know about
every snake causes things to fall off your body or things like that. And
there is a spider over there that gives you like a 9-hour erection, though.
is it? I thought that was in like South America.
Is that what it is?
I think it is. Yeah.
Damn, maybe I heard that wrong.
I don't know.
I know there's one that bites you and gives you an erection for 8 hours.
Well, let's find out. Spider that gives you an erection.
I like it. France, by the way, complete shithole.
Really?
Dirty, nasty, gross. But Germany, they seem to do it right. Now, that's not me saying I ever want to live anywhere outside the United States. I still believe that it's the greatest country ever. But
So,
that's it.
the Brazilian wandering spider, so that would be in South America, stimulates a painful hours-long erection.
What a horrible thing to have.
Terrible.
Type in what pet store you can get a Brazilian. What pet stores carry? Maybe it'll be like, instead of Spider-Man, you just become Boner Man.
Boner Man, like perma. What
Yeah.
happened? But it like you can't have one of them.
I don't
things
like the one word, though.
hours. Long.
I'm not used to either. More so the painful one.
Painful,
Yeah,
but painful by whose definition?
true. Yeah. Maybe it's just not. Maybe you're just not used to it.
Yeah, maybe whoever wrote this article, that wasn't his thing.
Yeah. Maybe they're.
But I don't mean to harm that spider there. He looks pretty fucking aggressive. Like, I got a question though. Does it have to bite you on your wang to cause the boner?
I don't know. Google it is.
I'm not.
What? You've already typed it in. You might as well look
Spiders
at it.
that can cause erections.
Type in spider that causes erections photos.
No. Just a regular bite can cause a priapism, which is a boner for the non-medical folks.
So it has to have a neurotoxin in it or something that stimulates.
It stimulates nitric oxide that increases blood flow. It does the same thing that
Like a Cialis.
Cialis or
Okay.
Levitra or,
You're going to have scientists over there like pulling the fucking venom out of these spiders like,
and just injecting them in their wangs.
I'm making money. Some poor bastard who can't afford health care needs this spider to bite him.
That's what those rhino pills at the gas station are made out of.
The wandering spider
venom. Wandering spider boner venom.
Hey, if it works. I mean, that's
I mean, like, when you're in Rome, do what the Romans do.
Listen, I'm all about it.
I'm not sure.
You wouldn't let one bite you just to see?
No, I don't think I would.
Is there any other side effects from these bites?
Is known to delay the inactivation of sodium channels, so it could cause heart problems.
That could definitely cause an arrhythmia.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think I want to get bit by one.
But doesn't all nitrates cause sodium movement?
So a little bit, yeah.
You have to be well hydrated.
It is also a natural Viagra, so somebody's using it, like on the reg.
Yeah.
Somebody's using it on the reg. Some Brazilians are just like got spider bites all over their way.
Go get the spider.
Go get the spider.
I'm gonna show you a good time tonight.
I mean, like, it's Brazilian women. Why would you need it?
True, sir. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Them women built different.
They're different mold, ain't it?
They are built different.
God, I can't. But you know, it's weird. Somebody had to like try. Could you imagine the first guy to ever get bit by the spider?
I want to know who the first guy was that reported this. What happened? Nothing.
Hey, honey, come look at this.
Holy shit, is that a spider? Kill it. No. Don't kill it. Don't kill it.
He's
Put it back in my cage.
He's nudging him on the fangs with his toe.
I'm picking a fight.
I wonder if you get a headache.
A headache?
Yeah, all those nitrates like that, all those things, you end up getting a headache with them.
Oh, because of the dilation?
The dilation increased blood flow. Because it's systemic, you know, it's not like it's just going to the bone.
True. God. So
Because that's one of the side effects of Viagra and Cialis and all that stuff. You get a headache.
I wonder if that blue hue thing is true. A lot of people report the blue pill gives you a blue hue. Like everything looks like a bluish
I don't know.
thing to it. I don't know either.
I know somebody.
Try.
I know somebody. I'll ask.
Do it.
Yeah.
We need like a reported
Yeah.
firsthand. Or for the 20th episode, I'll take a half of Viagra.
I tell you what.
No, I'm kidding.
I got a better idea. Well, number one,
kidding.
no, because that's just going to end up into awkward boners, which would be a hell of a great segment.
There's no way. If I had to go get that thing drained, I don't know what I would do.
Take 3 muscle relaxers.
You'd be driving me to Columbia. No. I'm not going to any local hospital whatsoever.
Hear me out.
Oh, Lord. It's not happening.
We get some Benzedrine, which is amphetamine.
Jesus.
Couple muscle relaxers. Couple of perks. And then both of us take 2 Viagra.
Nope. I already have border to low
I think that's
blood
called
pressure.
the Rattler.
Oh, my God.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
pretty sure that'd kill me.
I probably would. You're so tender anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd probably kill me.
It might kill you.
It would probably kill me. You're in way better shape than I am.
I think it would dump my blood. I'm already run low on blood pressure. So
Yeah.
if that is that much of a dilator, I think I'd be like, stand
But
up.
that's what the amphetamines are for.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that sounds like a hell of a concoction.
That is a hell of a concoction. just awkward boners.
Yeah. That will not be a future segment.
No, I don't think we better do that one.
That I will be partaking in.
You'll be the first one in that segment.
And then the next episode, I'll be asking anybody who's hiring.
Yes.
Does anybody have a job that I can have?
The wandering spider. They also got some badass snakes and stuff like that. Like, it's just like the snakes in Australia are like next level. You know, like they got like 2 of the world's most deadliest venoms.
They have the black
That's in Africa.
What's the?
They have the they have the coastal taipan, which is number 2, and then they have the inland taipan, also called the fear snake, which has drop for drop the most potent venom in the world.
Jesus.
And both of those are in the the coastal taipan's got a little attitude too. He likes to bite a lot. Then every other snake they fucking got can kill you, and like they're everywhere. Their octopus can kill you down there. They got the blue ring octopus.
Don't they have some of the biggest sharks? On
Yeah,
record
great white
right
shark,
off the
great
coast?
white sharks.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, the box jellyfish,
yeah. And what's the thing that killed Steve Irwin?
stingray,
The manta rays.
manos.
Yeah. God.
So, and not to mention, speaking of Steve Irwin, the crocodile's the size of a fucking Lincoln Continental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20+ footers.
So next, Canada, fuck them guys because they're obviously being run by a total moron. Maybe Japan.
We got to watch the World War II vets 3-hour segment.
Oh, I thought you were talking about some weird Japanese
No,
anime.
it's going into Japanese though, and he says that now Japan is the most properly ran democratic country that he knows of.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Because at post World War II, after they convinced their entire population they were fighting a holy war, they cleaned house of all their politicians, and they actually run the country. This dude is 99 years old. It's still doing public speeches. He's the only surviving flamethrower on record from World War II.
Wow.
Their average lifespan was like 6 minutes in the battlefront.
Yeah.
He survived and was the only one to even be available to go train flamethrowers post-war. And they would send him to like I don't want to misspeak. It's either New Zealand or some other island that he would train their other flamethrowers. If you got 3 hours of your time to go watch this guy, he still public speaks.
Really?
Wimberley is the one that showed me, and we sat and 3 hours goes by just like our hours do here.
Huh. I know they kind of got a little bit of, a little culture. There's a lot of cultural difference over there. But I don't know. It just seems like a really cool country.
Yeah.
And I hate to put it down. That sounds like I'm really diminishing it, but I just really think it's got a lot of the culture and everything. It's cool. And Germany, I really never thought of, just simply because
it's got a terrible history. But over there, they don't acknowledge that. They acknowledge that it happened, but it's not like they're not like, hey,
not national, not like this nationalist.
Not at all.
The South will rise again.
Yeah, I mean, if you're wondering if there's any sort of remnants of Hitler's hierarchy, doesn't exist over there.
Oh.
There are still historical buildings that were involved in bombings that they're still.
That's history. That's
right.
not.
You can't erase that.
Yeah.
But as far as like, have they acknowledged? Do they know? Yes, but it's not what their pride is from. It's.
It sounds like there's a lot of people in the U.S. could take lessons from that.
Yes, it's a huge cultural difference over there.
Wow. Not that I ever, not that I would leave the United States or anything like that, but if I said, hey, I just want to live somewhere else and retire out and die, old age type thing, where would I go? And I would say, like I said, Japan would be at the top of my list, like right now.
I feel like that would be Japan would be interesting, but I feel like it'd be very hard to transition to.
Like saying the word transition for you.
Correct.
Okay.
100%. I feel like that would be more difficult than Germany, France, something like that.
Yeah, I never would be interested in France because I don't know. Every time even you watch a show or something like that, or you see like really not like actors playing French people, but like real French people, they just look like they smell.
It's very dirty. It's almost, you feel lied to because you think of Paris and France as like these touristy, beautiful, but I guess with tourists anywhere,
it's trash.
It's dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, think about downtown Charleston when you go down there to like the market area.
Well, it smells like horse shit.
Correct. Well, that too, but it's disregarded. People, they're not from here. It's not theirs. They don't have to take care of it, and they just trash it.
So it could unnecessarily be not France's fault. It's dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I still wouldn't like to go to France. I don't know.
It's worth a visit.
Nah.
Maybe for
It's like going to England. Why?
Yeah. And England has never been one of those things I'll be like, you know where I want to go?
England.
England. No.
I'd like to visit Scotland. I'd like to visit Germany. Maybe the Netherlands.
Yeah. Netherlands would be cool. For me, it's the Gothic architecture from over there that got me.
Yeah.
The castles that still stand from times that you can't even fathom something being around. I mean, like, you see the pyramids and stuff from way, way, way back, even before then. But some of these buildings survived massive bombings throughout both world wars.
Yeah.
Like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I could see that. And that's the thing about Europe as a whole. There's quasi, I don't want to say ancient, but there are a lot of really, really old relics, 2,000-year-old relics and things like that through the countrysides and stuff like that, through all of Europe.
Yeah.
So I think that would be really, really interesting. I've always wanted to visit Italy, but like Italy seems like one of those places I wouldn't want to go to Rome.
You wouldn't?
No.
Oh, see,
Well, that's like the tourist trap, seems like to me.
Yeah, probably. But there's some of those buildings that I would like to check off that I've been there.
Yeah,
even
I
just
guess
in
so.
front, like the Colosseum.
Yeah.
There's not many places like that in the rest of the world
The Coliseum.
that will ever exist that was that barbaric, like just with the history of. So I think that'd be a cool place.
You have
to
not
see.
seen me take a dump. It's pretty barbaric.
Is it?
Yeah, you should have. I told you about it.
Oh yeah, that's true. It just sounds violent.
It was violent. There were tears shed.
Damn, painful too.
Bloody.
Oh, ooh,
It was like a massacre.
damn. You see a doctor?
No. Should have healed.
It's just fistures.
Just fistulas. That's all it is. Just it makes you more of a man.
Yeah, they'll heal. And if it doesn't, they'll kill me.
Whatever. End up with Fortner's gangrene or something.
How'd he die? Gangrene of the ass.
I know a guy. Speaking of that, there's excuse me. And the other side to it is that I don't really trust modern medicine that much.
Hell no. Big Farm, I think that's a whole nother soapbox you get me on.
No, I didn't. No, it is what it is. It's insurance companies and big pharma, man. Doctors can't do what doctors should be able to do. I'm not against the doctors. I'm not against the nurses. I'm not against the workers or the practitioners.
Right.
It's the people that are pulling the strings
Yeah.
that is really killing me.
Yeah. And then they're paying people buku money to go push out a product.
Yeah.
And they're
we can
falling
talk,
for it.
Yeah, you can talk about the drug epidemic started that way. The opiate epidemic started that way. I have some feelings on that. Maybe we're not being even told the whole story on that, in the fact that they are possibly making some scapegoat type situations. I think there was a lot of bad deals and bad doings, bad goings on. But we have flipped sides now, and now people that need pain management can't get it.
Well, it's a hook and reel.
Yeah.
Hook and reel, man. It keeps the world going round.
And it just kills me, Then we got, these companies that we know that there's benefits to certain recreational medicines out there that have very, 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 very strong information saying that they can benefit a lot of people. But then I was reading 3 articles about how medical marijuana was treating pain and treating Parkinson's disease and things with epilepsy and things like that. And then I see this one article about, it reduces memory and it can cause heart disease. And you go, I'm not sure I believe you, heart disease guy. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
So now we're at the point where we're going up choosing sides on these things.
Listen, as far as the marijuana thing, I feel like you and I have both been around the same stuff for long enough that we have seen proven marijuana for medical weight gain for pain, for anxiety, and it's been a natural remedy that has killed big pharma sales of SSRIs and painkillers and all this other shit. But
I'm going to make a prediction right now.
But what drug is on the market that is a multi-billion-dollar a year drug that is completely legal, yet kills hundreds of thousands of people a year? Alcohol.
So I was going to say that. So I'm going to say two things. Number one, in my business, in 28 years of my business, 28, man.
I'm rounding on 20.
Wow.
I'm almost an adult.
I cannot bring to memory one time that I saw someone die in a car wreck from marijuana use.
Nope. Or an overdose.
Or a marijuana overdose.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot count the number of alcohol-involved deaths.
Amen.
I can't.
Right.
Call that. Number one, I'm going to say something else. There's either one or two things going to happen here very, very shortly with the SSRI stuff and the treatment of behavioral health. Either the drug ketamine is going to be allowed to become what it should be and maybe help these people, or it's going to get quashed and thrown under the rug, and you won't see it in 5 years.
I'm going to say if it starts hitting the pockets of Big Farm, you'll see it disbanded.
Yep.
They'll pull it from the shelf.
I already see the propaganda starting to form against it.
Oh yeah,
I already see it.
Right. It's horrible, man. And the more time, unfortunately, you spend in our field, the more you see that the people you thought maybe were crazy before.
My nose is whistling.
I heard that. I thought you were wheezing at first.
No, it's my nose whistling.
But the people that we thought maybe were crazy years ago ain't so crazy.
No, they're not. Number one, they're not so crazy. Number two, if they were crazy 4 years ago, it's probably because they were being improperly treated behaviorally.
Correct. Or they were, hey, you were having these visions or these thoughts. Here's 4 pills to never address what you're actually feeling. We're just going to numb you to the point. Listen, I tell you that because many, many years ago, I was involved in a call. And I had, for the first time ever, I guess you'd call them night terrors or what you would call vivid dreams. Mm-hmm. But I would see this same face start from like a little dot and then come up and she would scream in my face. And I'd wake up and I feel like I couldn't breathe. They didn't ask me shit about the call. And this is in mid-2000s.
They never treated the cause.
No, they never asked me what it was.
They only hid the symptoms.
They said, here's this drug called Celexa. Take it. It'll help you sleep and help you focus better. That never was addressed. I was on that shit for almost 2 years. And I tell you, in that 2 years, it did it help? Yeah. But I also didn't feel shit towards anybody. Mm-hmm. I was numb to everybody around me's emotion. Somebody could die, cry, whine, whatever.
And it didn't matter.
Didn't give a shit.
And I think that's the problem is that we can't mask symptoms. We have to treat causes. And I think when we start doing that, and that's the reason I always say, again, that psychology is an incomplete science because everybody's cause can be slightly different.
Correct. I would agree.
And so I don't think they're ever going to find like this magic cure.
I don't think it exists.
No, I don't think it exists. I almost said magic bullet, which would have been kind of
that would have been
poor taste.
Yeah.
But
pictures of words.
Yeah. I'm not.
I get where you're going though.
No, I just had a picture of Kurt Cobain in my head.
Oh.
Anyway,
the Magic 27.
Yeah. So, but until they start addressing root causes, and there's enough funding to support that, and that funding's not going to other countries and their bullshit that they're doing. Big Pharma's got a blank check.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Forever.
And they hold the politicians by the balls because they paid them so much money.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But it's crazy to note though. I can't in medicine. In my time in medicine, I've seen a lot of advances. The one place I've not seen advances in is behavioral health.
Yeah, it wasn't even a thing.
Well, there's two things. Number one, cancer treatment. Number two, behavioral health. Because there's too much money in treating cancer and not curing it. There's too much money in treating behavioral health and not curing it.
Correct.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
And that's insurance companies, and that's pharma, and that's all of those people. If we had the actual, let the fucking practitioners be practitioners.
Right.
Take the gloves off of them. Let them bare knuckle this shit and get it worked out like they did the heart 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago, the lungs and everything else in the brain. Then maybe we can make some headway on this stuff. And it pisses me off because we deal with people. I've had people personally in my life, my family, that's dealt with behavioral health issues, and they've only covered up symptoms. They never treated root causes.
Yeah.
And it always, fucking always ends up being a untoward outcome.
Yeah.
Whether it's suicide or depleted mental health causing issues later down the road, and their lifespan shortens as a result of it, or whatever, it's always the same fucking tune. And it's just one of those things you get fucking sick of when you see it enough.
Right.
And, those that are out there trying to fight for people and trying to do the right thing, fucking more power to you. Joey's behind you.
Right.
100%, I'm behind you. And I know my name ain't shit in nothing. But, we see so many people. We see some of our heroes. We see some of the people that we respect, some of the people we even imitate struggle. And nobody's doing anything about it. It's out there.
Right.
Because there's not enough money in it.
Yeah. And going back to the cancer thing, personally, someone that was extremely close to me growing up when I was younger, she was diagnosed with a cancer gene as a child.
Okay.
Family genetics, very, very rare. Like they've done multi-studies on the family and all kinds of stuff. She's probably 40s now. She's never taken the traditional treatments. She's still alive. She has never done
Really
the traditional cancer treatments. She said she will battle this thing, and she has 2 kids. Now she has lapses.
She do like the chelation stuff and things like that? Or?
I'm not sure, but I mean she's a tough gal anyway.
Yeah.
But I know she has never faltered into the big farm. I'm going to take every route of medication, treatment, whatever. I'm going to do this holistic thing, and she's still going. I mean, which tells me
Part of me, and that's interesting. Part of me, I just thought about this. Is that it would almost seem a lot of times these treatments, people enter into these treatments because they're painted this dire picture. Obviously, cancer's terminal, a lot
Correct.
of times, and they're painted this horrific ending picture type. This is the terminal, But if you do this, if you try this, there may be this chance.
and we're also going to charge your insurance hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars per round.
Yeah.
That's what they did to my uncle.
Mm-hmm. My dad did at-home treatments in his pills. One pill a week.
The big old bluish yellow or bluish white pill.
$22,000. One pill.
Jesus.
It was experimental.
Oh.
It was experimental treatment for the type of cancer he had, and he was at the point where the traditional treatments he'd been through, he had remissed, but it came back. So he was a success. He was a survivor, but when it came back, there was nothing left to do.
Right.
And he did not want to give up, but there was really no holistic options available, and so he entered into a trial
Yeah.
thing, and I can say honestly, he did this therapy. It was super expensive. Of course, my dad was ex-military, so he had great insurance and all of that stuff, and everything was covered. It didn't cost him a thing. His quality of life maintained great until like the last month and a half.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, on the other side, that was kind of a blessing in a way. You know what I mean? Like I didn't see this person suffer for 6 months.
Right.
It kind of just went, that's it.
Right.
And so, but those are the practitioners and the people that practice that should be trying to do these things and allowed to do these things. But guess what? They can't do it without the funding.
That's true.
And
again, it comes back to population. So if you're big farm or insurance, who is your easiest target? The ones who are at their wits' end, who've tried everything, and now you're being told this is your only option to trial this. By the way, don't worry about the cost because this is the only option we have.
Yep.
Where is your mind going to go? It's going to go, I'm willing to try now at anything. You just gave me this news, this diagnosis. I'm terrified. Let me sign this paperwork.
100%.
And it's mind fucking bullying.
It's almost predatory. It's
100%.
predatory behavior.
Yeah.
And I hate to put it like that, but that's just the way I feel. And I know I've seen them do miracles. I've seen miracles work. I've seen cancer doctors work miracles. I have seen it. I know people. But I have also seen the industry take advantage.
Yeah, 100%.
So, hey, that went really to a place I didn't expect, but I think that's just, that's just us. That's we're talking from the fucking center, it goes back to, I wish everybody treated everybody as human beings, but there's so many things in this world, whether you can call it capitalism, you can call it what the hell ever you want to call it. You can battle it with your blue hair and your nose rings and shit like that. I don't really care. Here's the facts. People quit treating people like people a long time ago, and unless we start doing something a little bit different, folks, it ain't going to get no better. We have got to change that. And that's where I stand with it. And that's what 100%. Sarcasm and Serotonin is. It's a place to go and just fucking air out your shit, you know what I mean? And laugh and have fun, have some serious moments and things like that. But for us, it's almost cathartic. We come into this episode, I'm going to go ahead and tell you real quick. We came into this episode, I had a couple of notes. Right.
Did we even touch one?
We did the news things. I had a couple of notes. Outside of that, we're at an hour and 2 minutes.
Damn. Okay.
I'm going to challenge our listeners.
I like it.
I want you to find somebody, and this is something I didn't know would happen 2 months ago. Find somebody. Maybe you don't think they're your friend now. Maybe you're just acquaintances. Find somebody that you can talk to. Find somebody that you can bounce ideas off. Find somebody that you can cut shit with. Find that person that in your life will listen to you, but you listen to them and you be that same person for them, and that's what we've ended up being.
Yep.
We've known each other for a long time, Brent and I, for several years now. We didn't know if this was going to work or not, and I literally had somebody tell me today, y'all have some of the best chemistry I've ever seen.
It's comfort.
It's comfort. Find that person you're comfortable with that you can blow off that steam. I don't have to agree with everything Brent says. Brent doesn't have to agree with everything I say, but we can come to the center. And we can find a center point in that. That's the problem. Nobody's finding the fucking center anymore, man. Nope. It's all me on this side, or you.
I'm right. You're wrong.
Guess what? We're all right and wrong at different times of our lives. Find the fucking center. Find somebody you can find the center with. And guess what? Fuck the rest. If they don't have your phone number to text you, they're pissed off at you, they ain't worth your time to think about anymore.
Amen.
So I just went on a hell of a fucking rant, but that's just
needed.
It's sometimes it's needed. Sometimes people
therapy.
Sometimes, this is my therapy.
100%. I've actually told my fast team therapist, this does more wonders for me than most anything else.
Yeah, it's just getting it off your chest
Right.
sometimes. But the other thing about that, folks, is we got to go out there, and if you've wronged somebody, go make it right. I don't care if you follow religion, whatever. If you wrong somebody, go make it right. If you disagree with somebody, be the person enough to listen to their side of it. You don't have to. You don't have to all the time agree. You don't have to always change your mind, but just be willing to listen to them.
And I will add, be strong enough to admit when you're wrong.
Yes, 100%. I have been wrong way more times than I've been right.
That was probably last week we talked about toxic. That used to be my thing.
Yeah.
I was never wrong.
Yeah.
And it led me very astray a lot of times, man.
But I've come to, as I've aged, I've come to realize I was wrong way more times than I was
Absolutely.
right. Times I was right, and big things happened.
Right.
But there were a lot of times in between those big events. There was 100 events between every one of those big ones
Right.
where I wasn't right. But have a conversation. Sit down and have a conversation. I was out today with a group of people, and there were 6 people around me. I was the only one. My phones were there because I was at work.
Yeah.
I was the only one not knuckle deep in a phone. And I looked around to the group. And this wasn't like we weren't doing anything. It wasn't, they weren't needing to pay attention to anything.
Right.
Just the people around them. Just to be people, And I looked and I was like, folks, we're all about the same age here. And look at y'all. Look at us.
Yeah. No one talks anymore.
No, and I was like, I was just as guilty of it until I recognized it at that minute. And I was like, why can't we just sit here and have a conversation and fuck with each other a little bit?
That's right.
And they all put their phone down. You went, you're right.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the problem with the world. We are so inside of ourselves. We become so cocooned inside of the virtual world, whatever you want to call it, that you've tuned out other people. Not the point that they're not there. People are there. You just tuned them out.
Yeah.
And you'll do it without knowing it now.
100%.
Because it's so
I'm
easy.
guilty. I've been guilty of it. I've been there.
And y'all just talk. Just talk. When you have an opportunity to help somebody, help somebody. If it's nothing but helping them move something, helping them, whatever it is. If they need a piece of money, give them a piece of money. Don't say a fucking thing about it. Just do what's right. And I tell you what, if everybody started trying to do one good thing for somebody else every day, I believe this 100%. If you went out with the intent to, if given the opportunity, to do one good something for somebody else each day, it would not take very long, and there would be a whole big change.
What's the old saying? Pay it forward.
Pay it forward, yeah.
Just one small thing, man. Just pay it for I think that's what the whole world's missing.
So everybody can a lot of people that listen to this, some of y'all don't. If you've ever been in the line at like a fast food restaurant or Starbucks or something like that, and the person ahead of you paid for your meal or paid for your drink or whatever that was, you know how that made you feel, how appreciative you were of that and how thankful you were of that. Just think if everybody had the opportunity to feel that once a day, what would change?
Yeah.
I bet we'd start talking. I bet the left and right would start talking more. And the fucking assholes up there in fucking Congress and all that stuff. Eventually.
They create the divide.
Eventually, the divide would close in on itself, and they wouldn't have nothing to talk about, and they'd go scurrying back to their fucking little caves.
Right.
Like
I
the
agree.
fucking roaches that they are.
Rats.
So,
I agree. That was strong.
hey, well, we made it to the end of another episode.
Crazy.
We're going to keep this going, folks. Do not forget to visit us.
Social media.
We're also on the Tickety Talk as well. I'll post some stuff on there. It's usually a clip or two out of something we've done. I posted the fart video the other night.
When you shit in here?
Yeah, it was
my
funny
God.
as hell, dude. Hilarious. It was great because you heard it.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was,
I'm sure Russia heard that on their satellite.
But we're on TikTok, and we post some stuff on there. Remember, every Monday morning, very, very, very early, so at the stroke of midnight, our podcast always posts on YouTube, Spotify, as well as all of your favorite podcast apps. It will be there. You can find us on our social media, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, and Insta at Sarcasm and Serotonin. And then our web store is sarcasmandserotonin.myshopify.com. Go get you some swag.
Yeah, check it out. We got some good stuff.
Got some good stuff. And again, folks, we're not making a penny off of it. I'm just trying to pay some bills.
That's it.
On this studio. But if you have any questions, comments, or topics you would like to hear Brent and my opinion on, we'd be more than happy to give you our opinion. Go to sarcasmandserotonin@gmail.com and just shoot us a message there. Brent, you got anything else?
Nope. On to next episode.
On to the next episode, man. We love y'all. Be kind to each other. Hey, I challenge you. Go out tomorrow. Do one thing nice. See what happens. Let's make this a movement, y'all. We'll talk to you later.